Rob G, we talked about the Monday Night Football game. Sloppy.
Man, 7 turnovers.
Sarah Lee loved the game, but the rest of us football fans, we weren't feeling it.
Yeah, speaking of not going to the Hall of Fame, this game tape is not going to the Hall of Fame.
No doubt. Rob G,
Actually, no, I lie.
That's a nice segue.
I lie.
Oh, I'm going to tell you.
No.
You're going to be wrong. Go ahead and say it.
Jalen Hurts cleats might go into this game because he became the first player in NFL history to commit 2 turnovers on the same play.
Not true. Somebody did it in 1978. It's the first player since.
No, this says
no. It's the first since the play-by-play that happened in '78.
right.
Since
That's as
Since
far
the
back
play-by-play, that's
as
when
the
they started
research
keeping
goes.
the tracks of that.
You think that never happened before?
I'm sure.
This is what it says according to the
1958.
Elias Sports Bureau.
I'm just.
They're saying since they started tracking that since 1978, no one has done it.
But I'm asking you. You don't think
I
that
ain't
play
Steve
ever happened?
DeSager.
No,
Steve
I'm just
DeSager is
saying.
a walking almanac. He knows
Okay, go
everything.
ahead.
I'm choosing to believe Elias Sports Bureau over the MLB Bro. But that's just me.
But I'm saying 1978. Really?
Since the play-by-play is what they call it.
Since the play-by-play era.
Okay,
that's
but,
what we'll call it.
But my point
That's
is
the compromise.
Okay,
Yeah.
but my point is 1978 ain't far enough back for me to believe that he's the first player who ever fumbled a ball that had 2 turnovers. I don't believe
On the
it.
same play?
Yes.
That's tricky.
No, it's not, because you just saw what happened.
So he did
could
that.
happen.
That's one. He threw 4 interceptions, had the lost fumble again. We mentioned that. First player with 0 touchdowns and 5 turnovers in a game since Rob's favorite quarterback, Justin Fields, in 2021.
That's your guy.
Finished the game 21 of 40, 240 yards, quarterback rating of 31.2. It was all bad for Jalen Hurts. All bad for the Eagles, who still can't get that offense out of the mud.
Only one problem. Jalen Hurts didn't lose that football game.
Who did?
It was A.J. Brown. How many plays did he not make? You want to talk about leaving plays on the field? There was a play downfield. Easily could have caught. He even admitted it. Did you hear a sound after the game? Did we have it, Rob G? He had to acknowledge it.
The one in the back of the end zone?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a huge play.
That was huge. Like they should have won that game. They should have won that game, and you heard it. Even Ephraim brought it up. But here we go. He had 3 drops. One was a walk-in touchdown. Interception off his drop, which led to 3 points for the Chargers, and a drop touchdown. So his drops alone were a 17-point swing. Dude. Jalen Hurts didn't play well either. I'm not here to say he's totally exonerated. But you watched the game. You saw the plays. Am I right? This is the guy who's belly aching all the time about getting the ball. When they were winning, Kelvin, he wasn't happy because he wasn't getting the ball. What? They were winning. Now they're looking, let's just throw him the ball. We don't want to hear this guy cry. The difference between him and crying puppies is that eventually the puppies will stop. I mean, that's the difference between A.J. Brown and puppies. Seriously. I mean, I watched the game like, this guy's a talented receiver. That was an awful game. 17 points swing in a game you lost by 3 points in overtime. I'm sorry. A.J. Brown, he cost the Eagles a game last night.
Boy, you slicker than a used car salesman with that. You almost sold somebody. Man, if you don't get out of here with that, A.J. Brown had 100 yards. You're right, that back in the end zone would have been a good catch. It was a tough catch. And I did not like the interception. He dropped it because he did the alligator arm. I'm about to get hit. That was more egregious. The touchdown would have been a difficult catch. That would have been more of a remarkable catch to do. I give you, that was bad. He short-armed it because he didn't want to get rocked. He looked like, I'm about to get hit. I don't like that because the greats take that. They make that catch for their team. They take a hit. So I'm with you on that. I'll call him out about that. But Jalen Hurts hurt his team. The man had 2 turnovers in 3 seconds. How you throw an interception, get the ball. The God gave you a chance back. God said, here you go. The fumble right in your lap. And then you fumble. And also, more smoke Dag near than Jalen. You know who gets more smoke? their offensive coordinator, Kevin Patullo, gets more smoke. Because more than A.J. Brown, more than Jalen Hurts, that team has too much talent. Jalen Hurts, Devontae Smith, A.J. Brown, great tight ends, running back. There's no way they should be averaging 15.5s over the last handful of games. And then they get 19 last night. That team has too much talent. You're a reigning Super Bowl champ. This isn't like some wave of new guys. So he gets the smoke. Sirianni, who then joined and got, quote, more involved in the Eagles' offense preparation. Did he? Don't look like it. So I don't know what's going on. A.J. Brown, again, did not help with that alligator. I'm agree with you on that.
Those are plays. The touchdowns, too. Those are plays he should make. He's a world-class receiver. Don't let him off the hook.
No, he had 100 yards.
No, but he had big drops, though. He had big drops that altered the game.
Rob, Jalen Hurts had 5 turnovers. You know how many turnovers he had in the first 11 games? 3 total. He's had 7 in the last 2 games.
That still doesn't mean that if A.J. Brown makes one of those plays, they win that game. One of those plays.
Well, they don't win it. The catch.
No.
We have to wait and see.
But you know what I mean.
We don't know.
Okay.
The back of the end zone, but the one that's the egregious one because I need you to catch that. You not wanting to get hit caused an interception. But again, so I'll even not put that one on Jalen because A.J. should have caught it. He didn't want to get hit. But Jalen Hurts, again, and this is a real question to the both of you Robs. Why won't Jalen Hurts run anymore? I'm really asking you guys. That's what made him dynamic the year he was an MVP candidate, the year they went to the Super Bowl, they lost to the Chiefs, but those first 2-3 years. Is it pride? Like, I'm a quarterback. This is how I want to do it. I don't have to run. I'm genuinely asking you guys.
But do you think that it's
like what is that?
But do you think it's him? I mean, there's a scheme that goes on,
and that's why Kevin Patullo is getting some of this smoke, and that's why Sirianni's getting some of the smoke. What made him?
But that's a game plan, right? I mean, I don't think that this. It's because they also added Saquon Barkley, right? No, but I'm just saying.
Saquon looked more like Charles Barkley right now. The man, they might not even get 1,000 yards in 17 games. How you go from 2,000 to you might not even get half of that? That's crazy. And again, it's not like he's not getting half of that because they're airing it out for 285, 340 yards a game. They're not doing either. Thank God for their defense that kept them in it. They had Justin Herbert looking like Carl Lewis out there running for his life. So A.J. Brown had won the major drop for sure. Devontae Smith dropped a couple. I don't know what's going on. They need
I'm glad you're at least acknowledging that, while you can look at it and they all go on the books for
some of
Jalen Hurts. Yes, I'm not, and I didn't exonerate him. I never said that. Okay, he didn't play well, but you sometimes have to look a little bit deeper. It's just like we brought up with T.J. Houshmandzadeh the other day. Mm-hmm. For every one where you talk about a drop, there's a receiver saving a quarterback's butt. Am I right?
Yeah.
And there needs to be a stat or something where you go like saved potential interception or something. I don't know what you call it. But if you want to do drops all the time, it just doesn't make sense to me.
That one, again, that's why that one was bad on him because it ended up being an interception that will fall on Jalen, but that was him. He should have caught that. But the thing what makes this team weird and what makes the A.J. Brown situation weird because it becomes, are they forcing it to him or not? The last 3 games for A.J. Brown, 8 receptions, 110 yards, and a touchdown. The next game versus the Bears, 10 receptions, 132 yards, 2 touchdowns. Last night, another 100 yards. So he's had 300-yard reception games. They've lost all 3. So I don't understand this team. Is it we're trying to force it? Oh, no, we're going to run it. They can't run it. If they don't do the little fake, cute, tush push, fake it to Saquon Barkley, and he breaks it for, 40, 50-yarder, they don't score a touchdown that whole game. The Eagles should not be going a whole game barely scoring a touchdown on a trick play. So I don't know what's going on with them. And everybody gets the smoke. But Jalen Hurts has to be better because the ball's in his hands. You can't have 2 turnovers on the same play. It's crazy.
A.J. Brown has to be better, especially when you're the one belly aching about how much you want the football. And he wasn't happy when they were winning and they weren't throwing the ball all over the yard. And now they're throwing it all over the yard, right, to try to get him the ball. And now he's not playing well. He's not performing. And you said the 100 yards, you might have had 200 yards if he could hold on to a ball.
He has 3 games in a row of 100 yards. He has 3 touchdowns in 3 games.
And they lost all those games.
And that's why it gets confusing. So I don't know.
He must be happy. He's happy with the game plan now.
Devontae Smith, A.J. Brown, Saquon, Jalen Hurts, tight ends. There's no way this team should be averaging 15 points.
Guys, 15 days ago, the Eagles were up 21-0 on Dallas.
And
Crazy.
ever since then.
And since then, they have lost 3 straight.
It's amazing.
All right, Rob, so they're watching us right now, which means another thing they can do is what?
They can subscribe. All you got to do is hit that button, subscribe to The Odd Couple for some of the best sports talk content in the nation.
Facts, and while you're at it, they can like, they can comment, they can share. Do all that for us. We appreciate it. Just do all that right up in here.